All right, so today I am meeting with the investor's contractor and the investor's inspector. So what happened is I have to show them the property so that way they can see if the property can be at its value, you know, because they only like to buy like multi-units. They have different levels to it. They have residential, they have commercial, but at this point they want a commercial. So this is currently a 4-unit property building. But I told them, like, hey, it's possible that this can be a 5-unit. So they sent their team out to see if it's possible. So that's what we're about to do. About to go inside. I'm about to take them around. Let's see if I can make this deal happen. This is Carrie Lampkin. This is Possessing the Land. We can go inside, you guys look at it. We'll start with one of the units and then we can work our way to the basement, look at the basement and go on from there. So you guys know what I'm doing. This is my guy here, Nate, and this is Antonio. Antonio is a contractor and Nate, he's an inspector. It's important to have an inspector whenever you purchasing a property so they can tell you everything that's wrong with it. And on top of it, also having a contractor so they can tell you everything that's wrong with it. So what they're doing right now, they're actually coming to look at this property to tell their investor what's all wrong with it, and you know, so that way they can give me an offer on what they would be willing to pay. So that's what we're doing right now. They already seen this unit already. As you can see, what do you guys think about this unit? What do you think, guesstimate wise, what did it cost to finish this off?
The rough work that's been done does look good though.
Okay.
You don't have to go back and redo it.
Gotcha. So good job to the my contractors who did the rough work. What's his name? My man Theo and Art. All right, so yeah, so the tile work I got done from another guy. Now they were practicing when they started, so they not like,
yeah, they can't cut a circle.
Yeah, you see this square right here? It's not supposed to be a square, it's supposed to be a circle. Yeah, it's supposed to be a circle. So I can't have nobody, I can't blame nobody, you know why? Because I actually gave these guys the opportunity to practice, somewhat practice on my property. So they said they knew what they were doing, which they did a good job, you know what I mean? So I can't really blame them, but this was a practice run right here, this type of work you see here, but it's all good. They did a good job of what they knew, with the knowledge that they knew and the experience that they had. They did a good job of that. Unit here, he just moved in. Well, it was in a rush, so we got a lot of this stuff together, try to get it together as much as possible. So here, I don't know why my guys did this, but this was supposed to have been cut right here. So we want to talk about how you can sniff out a good contractor. Look at my man Antonio. He leads with his measuring tape. I mean, every time before he even gives an opinion, he always whips out that measuring tape and then he gives his opinion. I love that because he knows code. That's how you're able to find out a good contractor, is those languages, code languages. You want to know the code and then you want to see if they got their measurement tapes. So I used to have a house sitter in this one. I kicked him out because he lost his key and he kicked the door in. I said, dude, who does that? Like, bro, I just spent 600 bucks getting it installed in the doors and stuff. Why you kick the door in? I don't know, man, I was mad. And like, bro, nah, bro, you don't respect me, bro. So that guy, yeah, I'm very upset about that because I paid some money for this door not to be kicked in and broke. So let me get out my feelings. We were just talking last night, like, we need to get that fixed. And I sent 2 guys over here. One guy put it on, it broke off. Then I sent another guy to my guy Jason over here, then it broke off again. So he literally has to turn it by ripping on the ridge of it. By the way, you see us walking through this property, seeing what it looks like, but this is what it used to look like. Actually gonna be this way and then that way because I want to show them the attic. Justin wants to make this at least anything, you know, 5 units or more is commercial. So with this being a 4-unit, it's considered residential. So I came up with a solution. Like, look, is there any way possible right here to turn this into where you can get a ladder? Because it's a lot of space up here. Is there any way possible to make this to one big unit up here, where you can build a staircasing and discontinue this wall if you have to. And then on the other side too, you can also make a staircasing on the other side.
Put a big dormer on the roof right up here and run another flight of stairs up. So.
All right, so yeah, Nate brought up a great point when he said that he would build like a stairwell, or that would go this way for them to get up here, because they were gonna actually put a unit upstairs. But after examining it and doing the measurements, he said that it's only like 5 feet here from the roof, from the ceiling to the roof. to the roof on that side. It only leaves like a hallway, so it wouldn't make logical sense to put a room there where you just got like the hallway space, you know, because it's about 8 feet from the ceiling to the pinnacle of it. So that's where we came up with the idea of the basement would be the best part to put it at for the 5th room, the 5th unit. So we'll check out where a lot of the money's been spent in this property is in the basement. I just had to get the trap, something about the trap that was backing up down here. This right here was an issue that happened it was actually recently. It was like recently, probably like about a good 3 weeks ago. I had a backup situation where, you know, human species was coming up nasty in the basement. It was nasty and smelly. So real quick, what I had him do was he had to fix the problem. He had to break up the concrete. Then he had to replace the pipes and stuff like that. I think it's called the crock pipe or whatever. So like the trap. And then we had to replace all those things, get it all cleaned out with one of those snakes. And once we fixed that issue, they put new concrete down, and that solved the actual backup situation. So it's all new furnaces, all new water tanks. But other than that, man, you can tell money has been pretty much dumped into this property. And you know, I tried to do it. This was like my first big project too when I first started. I started in 2019. This is my first big project, and I've been working on it since 2019. Dealing with, you know, weeding out the bad groups. If they were to do a unit, it'll be better to put a unit actually in the basement. This is from their observation and looking at it in the attic. They thought that it would actually be better, more space to have it in the basement. So what they would do is we open up some walls back there, tear it all that down, open it up, and then, you know, open up some spots and actually make like a 1-bedroom unit. Yeah, now I know you guys looking at the electric work like, what the hell is going on? So my guy, I had 3 electricians. So the first electrician, he worked for the city. I can't say his name, but anyways, bro, everybody that comes in and looks at it like, dude, what the heck is going on? He said what he'll do is like a conduit, some type of sleeve that he would disconnect it from the meter. I said a meter, but you know, the breaker box, and then he would then just slide it through there so that way it can look better and more presentable and it'll pass code. So when I first bought this house, they actually had a door. This was a door. You can tell how I bricked it off. It was a door here. I discontinued the door because I figured it don't need it and it's more money. So I went ahead and tore down the porch cap, and man, it was a lot of work, a lot of bricks. So is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, okay. Just a lot of stuff, man. I didn't know the paint was gonna cost that much to paint this brick building, but you're right, it absorbed a lot. And not only that, they had to put another layer on there. They did 1 coat, and they had to come back the next day. I'm like, dude, I gotta buy the same amount of paint. If you to go back to what it used to look like, where it was all graffitied up, man, it was like tags and stuff on it, it was very hard to get that off of here. So when we spray painted it, or no, when we actually power washed it to get it off, only so much came off, and also it took away of some of the color that the actual brick looked like. So we had to actually paint it one solid color to make it all look uniform, and this is what you see. All right, see you. So, see you. All right, so I'm out. All right, y'all, so that's it. Man, I've learned a lot through this process, man. So I just wanted to show you guys the process on how this actually works when actually trying to sell a property to an investor. And, you know, it was some good information. So I'm gonna get back. They're probably gonna get back with me probably within like a week or so. So I'll be looking forward to that actual call. So this is Kerry Langford, Possessing the Land. Let's go.